From Julio Cruz and Gaylord Perry to Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds to father and son back to back bombs. From Junior J, Joey, and Edgar with Randy, A Rod, Dan, and the Sheriff to Ichiro Moyer and Mikey C to King Felix, Kyle Cruz, and Cano to the present with Julio, Gilbert, Kirby, and Cal. I don't believe it. It just continues. My, oh my. It's another sports podcast.
Coming to you live each and every Sunday, live on Twitch and live on YouTube. My oh my, it's another sports podcast. I'm that dude RG, joined as always by my co-host, man, Mr. Ty Talks 24, coming live all the way from Washington. What's good, baby?
Oh, what's good? It's always good to be with you, man. And our beloved Mariners are winning series after series after series. And I am just absolutely pumped about this pitching staff. We can dive deep into the weeds here in a minute, but we have a really special guest today, y'all. You guys can take your Jeter or your A Rod. Y'all can have Ozzy. Y'all can have Omar or Cal Ripken Jr. If I have one person I want playing shortstop to my right,
Oh,
it is
brother.
none other than Keith Adams. What's good, bro? Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for waiting on me getting in here because I'm stupid and I don't know how to, you know, technology works. But happy to be here. Happy to talk baseball, happy to talk Mariners. And I am just looking forward to it. I can't wait and I I can't wait to do it again. And it's not even over. It hasn't even started yet, and I can't wait to do it again.
Oh, bro, we happy to have you today. We're gonna be chopping it up about the Mariners today. It's been a great week. Me personally, I'll go on ahead
Yes,
and get the
sir.
thing
Yes, sir.
started. Like my boy Albuquerque's own Mitch Garver with the walk-off home run against the Braves to help us take 2 or 3 in that series. And then, man, I'm telling you, every time my man Logan Gilbert gets the ball, I pop some
Oh, right.
popcorn. Well,
Mhm.
unfortunately, I'm on the road this week. So I start blowing my air horn. I start speeding real fast. I start acting like an ass up and down these highways because I'm just so excited to see what the OG, gonna do every time he gets up. And man, I'm telling you, I've been screaming for years that Logan is the man on this staff,
I
and the only
yeah,
thing he
yeah.
does is go out there and prove me right each and every goddamn time he gets the ball.
You
Man,
goddamn
talk
right.
on it to me. Talk on it,
No,
Adams.
I got money on him. I put a bet on him. Went up to
Oh,
Lit
really?
Casino. Put some money on him for the Cy Young. Hell yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
if we can score 1.5 runs a game, we're gonna be great when he's
Shit.
pitching.
Ain't that the problem though? Ain't that the problem? Is us finding fucking offense every
Yeah,
other
I
game.
yeah. I know. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Like, Jesus Christ. The I'm sorry. Can I swear on this thing, or am I not supposed to? I'm sorry. I
it's
don't know.
all good,
I,
man.
s- I
But
cuss I cuss all the time, man. We got the explicit button. Our super producer,
Um,
Indy, representing Vaden Podcast Services all the way in Nashville, takes care of all of that for us.
as long as we don't play defense like we did on what was it Friday night? I
Jeez.
mean, uh, yeah, yeah. Then we're gonna be unstoppable. I mean, unfortunately, we just our offense just can't. I know we scored at what? I think we scored 5 runs today, but it's kind of like if you don't score 2 or 3 runs, we're gonna win the game. Or I mean, if we do score 2 or 3 runs, we're gonna win the game. But it would be nice just to kind of relax when we're watching the game and not have to be like, oh God, it's 2-0 in the eighth inning. Like it would be fun to. It would be nice if our offense just scored a few more runs. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if my lifetime has taught me anything, the words relax and Mariner baseball have nothing to do with each other. They are complete and total opposites. They water and vinegar. They just I, I'm a old school fan. I was around in 2001 when we had the whole division wrapped up before we got to Father's Day, basically. And that is the easiest time was ever been being a Mariner fan, and it still ended up in goddamn disappointment. So there's no such thing as an easy road. The only way we're going to get this done is to fucking suffer all the way through October. But it seems like it's a rallying point when things get tough. Either the tough get going or we all hop on Bleacher Report screaming fire service and fire Dipoto and
Yeah.
burn this motherfucker down, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of on board. I'm kind of on board. I'm like surfing right now. Like I'm wobbling right now. Like the whole I I want to hate Depoto, but I think it's more than that. It's management. If they're only going to give him like, okay, you got $5 million to go get Mitch Garver and Polanco, then that's all you got. So yeah, mm, it kind of bums me out. Like we need like we need more than that. You are a baseball player or a baseball manager, but we need more money. We need more money. That's all. That all it is. We need more money. You know what? The freaking Florida Marlins went and bought 2 championships in the '90s, and we haven't
Well,
won.
one was in the '90s, one was in 2003, and I
Okay, I'm
don't I,
sorry.
I
I'm
don't know if
sorry.
they
Yeah.
really bought it as much as they happen
Well,
to
they bought the one in the
fall
'90s. They
fall on their
bought the one in the
face.
'90s.
True. All right, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Ty, man, going ahead and off you here, man. This your shortstop up the middle. So let me go on ahead and roll that ball up there and watch the dynamic duo flip the script for me.
I love you,
Well,
Ty.
I know Keith knows I'll stand in the corner and drop it all day. I ain't gonna mix it up too much, so at my height. But what you were just saying, Keith, brings us into current events. The Mariners, from an ownership business side, brought in the Smith family. This guy, Bradford Smith, is the president of Microsoft as we speak. So I looked this dude up, and
Can I
he's
interrupt
worth.
you one sec?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just I heard they're. I mean, Jesus Christ, not wealthy, right? $250 million. Um, but I heard they're not that, they're not Steve Ballmer. They're not gonna bring in
No,
like $2 billion.
they're not the
So
whale I've been looking for. I've been looking for a whale for a long time, Keith, and they're extremely wealthy. But like you were saying, Ballmer's worth like $140 billion. This family's worth between 200 and 400 million. That shit ain't even the same ballpark. That they're not even on
right,
the same
right.
planet, bro. But we need an influx of cash. Like just think of it like it's Shark Tank. They're like Mariners ownership's like, give us, $2 million and we'll give you this percentage of the team. But you're right though, like anything helps, but man, it's not the whale I've been looking for.
Yeah, yeah. No, you and me are like 100% right now. Like, yeah, it's not. I don't think that this means. Unfortunately, I don't think this means anything. I don't think it means. Yeah, they're going to be part of the team. You know what? Ken Griffey Jr. is part of the team,
Mhm.
and it just they're not gonna. Well, I shouldn't say what they're not gonna do because maybe they will do, but um, I don't think they're gonna come in here and be like, oh, let's go get a Kyle Seager or a freaking another bat. I just I don't see them as really big difference in um the Mariners. I don't see it. I hope they
So
are. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Sorry, sir. Yeah, sorry.
So from what I'm getting, you look at them more like the money that they're bringing in is to kind of offsuit some of the dumbass shit that they did over the course of the offseason, like get stuck with the bag from Root Sports, while Warner Brothers Discovery just got to walk away scot free from that deal. So kind of more of their money is kind of to help them keep everything afloat and not for us to be able to go out and make transactions. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I I do not believe that this money is going to bring much, and especially after last year when they had nothing to do with it. But we're gonna put money into the press box. Like, who gives a fuck about the press box? We're gonna put money in the Bat Hat Grill outside of the team. Like, we don't care. Put money into the team. Spend money. I don't want a Mitch Garver, even though he did hit the home run the other day. Yeah, I'll give him that. I don't want to, you know, Jorge Polanco, even though he's in starting. Why are you sitting Josh Rojas? Why are you sitting him on days against lefties or righties? I don't care. He's hitting 333. Start him. Like this, I don't know. This scene messes with my head and it kind of pisses me off.
Did Tyler tell you that he absolutely hated the Josh Rojas deal?
I did.
Well, I'm not I'm
No,
not gonna
man, I
say I
was I
hated
was
it
a
or
hater. I was a
I'm not
hater.
gonna say
I'll admit
I'm not gonna say I hated it or liked it, but it's as of right now, he's hitting 333. You put him in your freaking lineup, and honestly, when JP comes back, you put him down. I don't care because Rojas is set number one. He is hitting 333. He had a leadoff double today as I was watching the game. You don't bench him. I don't care if he's hitting righty or I don't care if a pitcher is righty or lefty. Put him in the game because he's hitting the ball, and your team needs to hit the freaking ball.
It is 50% of the game.
Yeah, isn't it 54% or something like that?
Oh man, don't get me started on that bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of that motherfucking number. So sick and tired of it.
Well, don't get
Um,
don't get me
when I
started
first
either.
met these guys, we talked about the 54% number. And I went through some instances over the last 24 years where we got to 54% 10 times and made one fucking payoff appearance with it. So I can't stand that goddamn number. The only number I'm concerned about is W's in the win column right now and how we
Yes,
can keep
sir.
this
Yes, sir.
momentum going. Ty talk to me, baby.
Well, this is why I'm all for keeping Jerry Dipoto because you can only work within the constraints of the budget that ownership gives you. I put 90% of the follies of the Mariners on ownership. Y'all know I was pounding the table for Juan Soto. Even if we could only afford to take him as a 1 year rental, that dude's the difference for this team. Like, without question, no question in my mind that a young man that swings at strikes, drives the hell out of the ball, and punishes opposing pitchers would be perfect for the middle of this lineup. And the reason I'm so high on Dipoto is obviously, fellas, this pitching staff is unbelievable. No one in their minds could convince me that this isn't the best pitching staff the Mariners organization has ever put together. Since
It's very
1976,
good.
when they
It's very
became
good.
a team, we ain't had shit like this. We might have had Randy Johnson. We might have had King Felix. We
Big
never
unit.
had a 1 through 5. We never had a bullpen like this with two of our best relievers injured right now. I mean, we can lament about the bats because I have all the stats right here to tell you how worried and concerned we should be. But Lord knows, as of the let's go back 3 starts because a lot of our what Castillo, Kirby, and Hancock all got roughed up badly their first two starts each. But guys, RG, speak on this, man. All of our pitchers are pitching like $100 million guys right now. LG, the OG, your guy, Cy Young material. The numbers are right there. The eye test and the numbers, man. These guys are kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah.
Thought that
So
Hancock had a good night the other night. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Adams. Go ahead, brother.
I was just saying, um, John Stanton, listen to us. Go out and spend the money. Go out at the trade deadline and go out and spend the money. You're gonna have to give up an arm or two. But we got what, like 8 arms? Like, go out and get something, get a freaking bat, get somebody that is gonna hit 30 to 40 home run. I mean, at the trade deadline, yeah, you're not gonna hit 30 or 40 home runs by the end of the season. But go out and get a bat. Go out and get something. I'm tired of this. Yeah, we have a great pitching staff, Ty. You're right. We have the best pitching staff in the freaking world. I agree, 100%. But what are we doing here? We're wasting it. We are wasting it. And eventually, these guys are going to come up to contracts, and we're going to have to decide who we want to keep. In my opinion, I'll keep Logan. Uh, Castillo's gone by that time. Yeah. But anyway, we need a bat. We need somebody that can hit the freaking ball. And I I don't know, man. Your pitching staff can't. They can go out and pitch every day. Great, that's great. But we need to score runs. We need a bat. We need somebody. And I'm tired. Like I said before, and I'm just rambling on myself. Like I said before, Mitch Garver, freaking uh Lank or whatever his name is. I don't know. We need somebody. We we need a freaking and Julio ain't doing it. Julio ain't doing it. Sorry, go ahead,
Oh, you
my
you had to
brother.
figure you had to figure that sometime in his rocket takeoff that he had to his career that Julio was eventually gonna slow down a little bit. But good
Slow
players
down a
find
little
out,
bit.
"Hey,
Slow down a
man,
little bit. This is not a little bit anymore. This is not a little
we
bit anymore. This
we
is
gonna
not a
give him
little
the
bit.
benefit of the doubt. We
We're
gonna give him the
over a
benefit
month
of the
into the
doubt."
season. He has 1 home run. I will give him that. He got 3 hits. I think on Friday night he went 3 for 5. Great, awesome. But we're not paying you to get singles. We're paying you to hit the ball like Ken Griffey Jr.
That's some big shoes to fill, man. I don't know if anybody can swing it like George can.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. George, yeah, God, that swing, man. Oh man, I'm looking at it in my head right now. That's that left-handed swing. Um, you're right. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not expecting him to be Ken Griffey Jr., but I'm expecting him to be uh Julio Griffey Jr. Like hit the ball, like get
Man,
on. We're paying you to hit home runs, driving runs, and he came up to the Ty. I think I texted you earlier today on that game when he swung at a ball. It was probably 6. Well, maybe not 6, maybe 3 inches inside. I get he's trying to protect the plate, maybe, but that pitch wasn't even it. Why do you swing at that pitch? Like he's in his head. He's in his head too much. He is in his head, and he needs to get better.
man, I hear you. I hear you. So okay, we turned the corner. We're here in the first week of May. Julio's hasn't put up the power production that we wanted to, but we have gotten power production out of Rojas. Polanco is finally looks like he might be turning the corner. Today's lineup only had two guys hitting behind the Mendoza line. So is there a realistic shot that by the time we get to Memorial Day, everybody could have got the kinks worked out? Julio may get a couple of them to go boneyard, and we finally have guys that are all hitting above the Mendoza? or is this going to be a struggle that we continue on with the rest of the season until we get to some free agent moves to see who's available before the trade deadline hits?
It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. Julio, yeah, I believe he will come around. Yes, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I do not believe in this. I'm betting the under. Let's put it that way. When I go up to Toyota Casino, I'm betting the under on the overall score. 8.5. It was yesterday or today. Um, yeah, I don't. And they scored 5 runs. Good. I'm great. I mean, I'm glad. That's awesome. Um, but I don't believe that this team, even when the weather gets warmer and they all say, "Oh, the marine layer, whatever," fuck that shit. Hit the fucking ball. You know what? You know what? Every other team comes in here. It doesn't have a problem with the marine layer. They fucking hit bombs. So so
Nah,
in
science
my
only
per-
works one way. Science only works one way. We learned that through all the bullshit that went on during COVID. Science only matters to half the fucking people involved in the situation.
and I got
Nah,
COVID for the
nah,
second
man.
time right now.
I want to ask you a question, Keith. I really do. And this
Yes,
goes
sir.
back to the organization as a whole.
Yes, sir.
So, what if I told you that Luis Urias, Jorge Polanco, Luke Rayleigh, and Mitch Garver all have major league track records of being able to hit the baseball, yet they come to Seattle and completely fall apart? We have seen this with other guys like
Jesse Winker,
Colton Wong, Jesse
Colton
Winker,
Wong. Yes, sir.
Suarez,
Yep.
Teo Hernandez. Talk,
Well, they
is there an organizational flaw with our hitting philosophy right now? Because it almost seems like whoever we bring in, it's the same story, no matter what the back of their baseball card tells us.
I really don't have a great answer for that. Besides that, they all just suck when they come here. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I've been asking. I asked myself. You know what? Sometimes I fall asleep tonight or fall asleep at night, and I think the same thing. Like, why can't people just hit here? And they don't. Like I know it was a 5 game or the 5 week stretch, right? The beginning of the week or beginning of the year this year, Kelnick was on fire. Or I believe Teoscar was on fire for LA. I think he's playing for. They were on fire, and they've cooled off now, so it's not whatever. But I don't. Remember when Adrian we gave Adrian Beltre what $48 million and they came here and
Mm.
he was a good player. Don't get me wrong. He was a good defensive player. He was a good hitter. And then he goes to Boston and he's belting fucking 45 home runs a year. I I don't know. Is it the marine layer? Should we close the roof? Should we just put a roof on top of it? Get me
Mm,
back to the kingdom. I don't know.
the
But
same
but
thing.
you
The
can't say
same
that.
thing that makes you
You
laugh.
can't say that because other teams come here on their away games and they'll belt a freaking home run off the right field Watchia Tower, whatever the hell that stupid fucking uh, restaurant is. I don't know. I
Josh
don't know.
Naylor had
Yeah,
no problem coming to Seattle during the Indian series and hitting the fucking ball. I'm telling you, man,
yeah.
I hear what you're saying, bro. I hear you.
So I mean, I don't want to blame our players, but yeah, I like you said, I see no other team has a problem coming here and hitting home runs. So I don't know. That is the weird question. And then if we get rid of you, you're gonna go to friggin' New York or Boston or LA and you're gonna hit like 30 bombs a year. I don't know. It's mind boggling and it honestly it pisses me off.
Man, man, some of that frustration that comes along with being true to the blue, baby. My, oh
It's
my, it's
40
another
years.
sports podcast.
Ty, you
Yes,
got to be
sir.
40 by now, right?
Oh,
Knock
man, I
on
am.
the door.
I'm 41. I'm 41. Yeah, well, I'll be 41 in July. Yeah, man, I've been through it with these clowns.
Yeah.
Just it's always so close that that carrot just gets dangled, and I feel like the cartoon that we're running on the treadmill trying to catch it, just not being able to make any real advances,
Yeah.
trying to get to
Nope.
it, and
Yep.
whether it's ownership, whether it's players getting here and underperforming. I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the beast. Not everybody can I just want it to be our turn. I just want it to be our turn. Like you said, the Florida
I,
Marlins had tripped, failed, got lost in the woods, and still found 2 fucking World Series rings, and we
yeah.
haven't
No.
made it to the dance at all. What
Yep.
the hell is
Yep.
going on?
Yep. I am 100% on your side. Yeah, it pisses me off. And when we played an 18 game in our first freaking home playoff game in 21 years, 20 years, whatever it was, and you can score a goddamn run in 18 innings, like come on, man. And this is why I worried about our pitching staff. Our pitching staff is great. It's the best in baseball. But they're not going to be. You gotta your offense got to do your part. And yeah, they scored 5 runs today. That's great. That's awesome. That's great to see. But tomorrow they're going to come out and they're going to strike out 20 times and they're going to get a fucking bunt single and score 1 run. Like it's so inconsistent. And you, I don't. I'm rambling. I'm sorry, guys. I just.
Nah, let it
Oh,
out, man.
you're
Sometimes you need
good,
to
you're
vent.
good. You're good. Let me plug this thing real quick before we keep moving. You are tuned in to My Oh My. It's another sports podcast. You can catch us live each and every week on Twitch, on YouTube. The podcast will be out on your favorite streaming services come the middle of next week, whether it's Apple or Spotify. Be sure to go find us, give us a like, give us some reviews, bump us up in that algorithm, man. Help me and Ty take this thing to the new level. Mariners fans talking Mariner baseball, man. What you got for your boy, Ty? That's your man's right there. You finally got him here on the show. I came here for the smoke. What you got for him?
My second baseman. That's my
Well,
Jorge Polanco right there.
see, this is that dude though, man. I mean, we're first in the division right now, and this dude can't stop bitching, bro. Like, this is why we've been in arguments since we were kids, man. Like, am I taking crazy pills? Am I Will Ferrell on Zoolander, man? Because I sure think I'm popping crazy pills right now. I mean, seriously, we know the hitting's a struggle, and I'm not asking to be the 95, 97 Mariners right now, man. That shit
I
ain't
am.
been. Dude, if we can get to the middle of the road, we gotta just get to the middle of the road, dog. But we're second in ERA, we're first in WHIP, we're second in strikeout to walk ratio. Our starters have the most quality starts in baseball right
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
You
We
know what
do.
we need
Yeah.
to
Oh,
do, and this is why I'm concerned. It might be an
hit the
organizational
ball.
thing, Keith. Well, we're bitching about we watch the game, bases loaded, no outs. You have to get a couple guys home. You have to get a couple guys home. And that's when you were talking just a minute ago about Julio swinging at the pitch that almost hit his hands. And then we hit into a perfect 6-3 double play. It's so perfect, they don't even need to toss it to
Just
second base.
like you and I used to.
Yeah, you didn't need me for that one. It was so perfect. Shortstop just steps on second and fires it to first base. So RG talks about this a bunch. We need to stop a little bit with the launch angle and all the new age analytics. I'm not like the person that just shits on like analytics and analysis or anything of that nature. But at a certain point, situational ball is still crucial. Shorten up and just hit a freaking line drive, man. Not everything needs to be a grand slam. And like you said, just get us a handful of. If we could get to 4.5 runs per game, we're gonna go to the fucking World Series. But right
No,
now,
we're gonna win it.
I don't think we can. Right, we're like at 3.7, 3.8. I see RG thinks.
RG. I see your eyes, RG. Yeah. Yeah. No, we're gonna win it. 4.5 runs a game, I guarantee you wins us a World Series. If our pitching staff holds up like they are. 4.5 runs, yes, sir. Look what we did to the Braves. Look what we did to Cincinnati. I mean, yeah, Cincinnati's not great, but they're a good team. Our pitching staff is solid. I
Look
have
here,
no
man. Look here.
problem.
All that shit sounds good. All that shit sounds good. Until we get to October, I want to hear shit about a World Series. I want us to win the fucking division first. I want us to not lose a series to the goddamn Nationals. What us the fucking ball? I want to see these guys start
Oh yeah,
hitting. It's May right now. You know, we'll talk about October once we get to September 29th and we have a playoff position to then talk about October with. But until then, I think if these bats don't come around, September's gonna be kind of tough for us, dog. Real talk.
is it May right now? Because it's pouring down rain outside of my house. I don't know. It
Well,
feels
you
like it's
live,
freaking
you
winter.
y'all live in Washington. Y'all live in Washington. I'm the one who lives in the desert. It ain't seen rain since the Bible days down there in the
Where
goddamn desert.
where do you live, brother?
Oh man, I represent the fine city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, home of Mitch Garver, baby. Stand
Breaking
up.
Bad, huh? Breaking
Man,
Bad,
fuck
yeah.
fuck Breaking Bad.
You down there
Man,
doing your blue meth and all that stuff, huh?
fuck
Yeah,
Breaking
yeah,
Bad.
yeah,
Hell no.
yeah.
I'm from Budokan, baby. I'm rolling the Leno. You know, too bad my job won't allow me to do that shit no more. But nah, baby, I'm from Bernalillo County.
That's good. Yeah, you don't want to get started in that stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Nah, plus, you know, statistically speaking, I'm the wrong color for that shit anyway, so we good to go. We learned from what heroin and crack did to the hood, and then you know y'all came around and said, "I want this stuff that makes me stay up and lose all my goddamn teeth," and we were like, "We know what that looks like. Don't do it." Shit, I'm just waiting for Nancy Reagan to start a war on y'all. Oh, my bad,
uh,
my bad.
yeah, yeah. She's long gone. Yeah, we got to that's a different conversation for another time.
Yeah, man. Nah, love to have the fun. Love to have the fun. Love to have the fun. Love to have the
uh,
fun. Again, this is My Old Minds, another sports podcast coming live to you on the airways. Big shout out to Vaden Podcast Services, super producer Indy, running the Woods of Steel, man. Ty, this your man here, man. This your man. This your format. This your show. Give it to him. I want to hear this. So I was told
bring it
there's this
on,
little
Todd.
friendly competition between y'all. You know, we'll shift gears here for a little bit. I was told there's this little
Well, I
friendly
mean,
competition between y'all.
I was the better player all around. You know,
Oh,
I had a better arm. That's why he played second base. It's short to throw, right? I played shortstop.
Ooh.
I had a better arm, and I batted like second or third because the best player bats second or third,
Mm,
sting.
and
mm. Shots fired.
no, I love my guy.
Shots fired.
I love my guy Ty, and I still, even when I'm not talking to him, I think about him. I I think about playing baseball with him. I think about our Braves team that went 18-0, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had video right now. I got a trophy right here that shows the 18-0 Atlanta Braves. Oh man. Uh no,
Man, he
I
went to the Wayback Machine on you.
I'll go way, 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 way back. But yeah, but you put the best player at shortstop. You put the maybe fourth or fifth best player at second base, right? So
Oh man. You just disrespecting the legacy. I can't let you fire shots at my co-host all night. I can't let's talk something a little bit different. Let's talk something a little bit different before I have to come up to Washington and find your ass on behalf of Tyler. So Tyler tells me that you guys have had this friendly argument, disagreement about who was the better hooper. Was it T Mac
oh
or was you
Jesus!
dunking on haters like Vince Carter?
Oh, are you kidding me? I was Vince Carter. He was Steve Scheffler.
Get out.
Are
Man,
you
Vince
kidding me
Carter,
right
I don't
now?
know. I didn't know Vince Sandy had a 10-inch vertical, bro. At least I can get buckets. At least I
Nah,
can
he
get
had a 10-inch something else.
buckets.
Hey man, this a family show other than the cussing. Oh man,
Man,
so tell me something about it. Tell me something about it. What was it? What was it that made Vince Carter stand out to your eyes? Was it the athleticism? Was it the highlights? Did you like North Carolina back in the day? What formed your fanhood with Vince Carter?
Was it 2000 or 2001 slam dunk contest? That's it. That's it. It made me a fan forever. That dunk contest where he goes 360 between his legs and dunks it. I didn't care so much about the whole arm and the rim thing. I didn't think I mean that was all right. It was cool, but like with him and Tracy McGrady, I think Tracy McGrady's his cousin, right? And
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, you're right. You're right.
but that the between the legs 360 dunk. I mean, I tried to do that on my 7-foot hoop. And I never got close to it. But uh that won it for me. That he's the best dunker. Michael Jordan from the free throw line, I get it. Yeah, that's the greatest dunk of all time. Blah blah blah. I don't think it is. I or not Tracy. Vince Carter in that dunk contest was the best dunking I've ever seen. In even with Zach Levine, who is a former is a guy up here in Bothell High School, um, they were great. But yeah, that dunk contest was just it, it it's it's so iconic that I'll stop and watch it again. Like anytime it comes across my phone or something like that, like I'm watching that. So yeah, in my personal opinion, best dunker of all time.
Right. I'll give you two. I'll give you two. He's playing for New Jersey. He gets a rebound at the 3-point line. He dribbles behind his back. He heads to the paint. Alonzo Mourning is in the paint, and he proceeds to put Alonzo Mourning on a motherfucking poster. Just J's all over it. If you could find that one's probably my second favorite Vince Carter dunk outside of the dunk contest. Number one, when he's playing for Team USA and he completely leaps over
Oh,
that 7 foot
yeah,
dude.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Balls in your face, man. It's like just get these balls down your throat, like Serena Williams was saying it, man. Just got telling you, just all over it, just all over it. So it's definitely the highlights. It's definitely the
Kind of
highlights
like
that he
what I
has.
used to do
But
to Ty when we played ball in the yard.
oh
Oh.
man, he said he had to jump off the trampoline to get you though, Ty. So Ty, let me give you a chance to defend yourself. Let me give you a chance to defend yourself. So you tell me what brought T Mac to the dance for you, and what is it that we should be giving T Mac his flowers for?
I mean, this dude was averaging like 25, 28, 32 points a game in the lowest scoring era ever. Like even back before they were launching three-pointers, they scored more points per game, man. And these like late 90s and early 2000s, if you scored 30 plus points a game, that's like a third of the points scored in the entire for the entire team, man. And T-Mac
Yeah,
is
because they actually
so
played defense
cold.
back then.
Dude, he
Mm.
was so cold though, bro. He's like 6'8", 6'9", unbelievable handle. That beautiful pull up J. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. When T Mac averaged 32 points a game, Vince Carter was averaging like 22, man. It ain't even close. You can take your dunker, man. I'll take the guy that actually plays basketball at a great level.
Oh, oh, hold
Ty,
on. I
you
think you might
remember
have knocked him out. There he is.
you remember at Inglemore when everybody was wearing the T Max?
I bought a pair with my old
Oh,
Spaghetti Factory tip
goddamn!
money. I got a pair of them kicks, man.
I'll buy another pair right now if they're gonna freaking put them out again. Hell yeah! T Mac was
Man.
great. T Mac was great. Don't get me wrong. Um, But dunking wise, yes, yeah, and you're right, Ty. Yeah, dunking doesn't win you games. It just it's a show off. But but you know, Vince Carter was a better dunker. Question asked.
I
So
don't,
I
I
answered
don't know, man. To me, again, just to play devil's advocate, I thought that T Mac had a hell of a career, but I look at him in the same way I called, but unfortunately, I used to mountaintop. If McGrady had post success, anything, I it, it, it's hard for me to give that dude
Town. Keith, are you here? Are you still here?
yeah, yeah. I don't need to see that close above your eyes. You look like freaking Kevin's. Jesus.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, we back, baby. We back. Just it's hard out here on the road for a pimp, but I just love the energy we get from the fans, man. I love the energy we get from other sports fans. I love the energy we get from the people who have listened to the show and just keep feeding us that energy. So even when I'm in remote, isolated places like this, I try my best to be a part of this show, man. So y'all carry on ahead, man. I'm just here to enjoy the banner between
You,
two old time friends.
you're kind of yeah, yeah. There you go. Move a little bit more to your right. There you go. There you go. Now you got a face. Yeah.
I don't know how you could miss a big brother like that, but hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
um. Anyway,
We go way back, man. I just want to relay a Mariners story because it's right in that same time period, bro. I remember I was sitting in your living room with you and the Mariners. It was the year 2000, and we were going to lose the game and lose the series at New York in the Bronx. And A Rod hit a home run, and it it didn't mean anything. We were getting our asses kicked in that ball game, but there's a lot of me that thinks that that 2000 team was actually better than the 2001 team. Do you just have any thought? Just go back in the Mariners time vault, man, and talk to me about some of the dudes, some of the teams, just because I know we were playing ball and watching ball a ton at that time.
oh yeah, you want to get me started, don't you?
Dig down the rabbit hole.
um, if you're talking about 2000, 2001, that team won 116 games. So offensively, much better. And I don't know, I don't understand why they could hit better in Safeco Field at the time. Now T-Mobile, whatever the fuck it is. Um, you guys, I'm sorry, but the videos, both you guys, it's just your eyes. I can't.
Mine looks exactly the same.
like all I can see is your eyes. Um, The fun thing about that 2001 team, Ty, I don't know if you remember this, but you came with my family to Lake Chelan,
Hmm.
and that was when we lost to we were beating the Indians like 16-0 or 16-1, and the Indians came back and won. Had we not lost that game, we would have won 117 games that year.
Oh wow.
And I don't know, that team just, they had, you know what? Screw 2001. Go back to 95. How the fuck did we not win a World Series with Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez, Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, Tino Martinez? How did we not win a freaking World Series in a kingdom where there was no marine bullshit layer and we were hitting home runs left and right? I, that is what kind of honestly pisses me off. Like, how the hell did we not do it then? If we can't do it now, how the hell did we not do it then? We're struggling to score freaking 4 or 5 runs a game, and that's on the upscale. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're scoring. I'm betting our average is 2.5, maybe 2. That's why I always bet the under on the Mariners this year. Um, but I, yeah, I don't know.
Because we had no starting pitching depth. Can you even name a pitcher besides Randy Johnson? And that's why I still like this year's
Well,
team so
in
much.
2001, we didn't have
He
Randy
had
in
the best lineup.
2001. We didn't have,
Yeah,
when we
okay.
won 116 games. We didn't have Randy.
That's the thing about baseball though, is a 162 game season is actually vastly different than getting to the playoffs, because the Mariners that year, I would say we had a bunch of twos and a bunch of threes as our starters, and if you play 162 games, bro, like those guys are going to win you a lot of games. But you get in the playoffs, man, it's a 5 or a 7 game series. Do you have some front line dogs that can shut down an awesome offense? Because that's what you have to do. And God, like everyone loves Jamie Moyer. We all love what was it, Freddie Garcia. Those guys were good, but if you give me a great lineup, they're gonna get
Jeff
those home.
Estero.
Yeah, they're like those type of guys. Those are fine regular season pitchers, but I need I need Logan Gilberts and Kirby's and Castillos. I need some real front line dogs that don't just get out average lineups. You need to be able to get out devastating lineups, and that's the difference, bro.
Yeah, but you still need guys that can hit the fucking baseball. I swear to God, Ty, you and I can go up there right now and we could hit a bunt single like goddamn Altuve did on Saturday. I mean, Jesus
I'm calling
Christ.
bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Neither one of y'all doing shit up there at the plate. That time is long gone, baby. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, baby. Just just stick to the couch, homie. But I definitely hear
Okay,
you, man. Definitely hear you. Just a little bit of fucking production. Just a little bit of offense production, a consistent offense production. But haven't we been screaming for that for the better part of 15 years being a Mariner fan?
yes, 15 years? Are you fucking kidding me? 48 years.
I got
But
you.
get rid of the mid 90s teams that they actually were when Alex Rodriguez was hitting 48 bombs a year. Get rid of him, send him to Texas. Okay, great. Don't resign him, whatever. He's only the best fucking shortstop to ever play the game. And then you're gonna, I know he played third base in the Yankees, blah, 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 whatever. Um, get,
He's way better than Peter.
I want hitters, and I don't want to hear people bitch about a marine layer or
Hold
it's
up.
cold. It's so cold here.
I know they're gonna take it out. My bad, Indy. I couldn't resist to help it. Did I just fucking hear you say that Alex Rodriguez is better than Derek Jeter?
Yes,
It
sir.
ain't
Yes.
even close, bro.
Yes.
Both of y'all on meth.
Fine.
If you
I'm on
if
that.
you guys if you guys could zoom out on your video calls, because I'm staring at both. I'm staring at Ty's eyes and I'm staring at your mouth. That's all I can see is the mouth and eyes.
Dude, it's your camera, bro. It's your
It's
camera.
my camera.
Yeah, because I see everyone else perfectly, dude.
Oh, I'm trying to
Yeah,
zoom out. Every time I zoom out, it doesn't do anything. I don't know.
Man,
My
yeah.
bad.
RG, recognize it. Derek Jeter is basically a better Robert Ory. Yeah, I said it.
Derek Jeter is ah Jesus Christ. I don't know if I even want to say it.
You lucky we separated by a couple thousand miles in the internet connection right now, or I slapped the piss out of you. Fuck Robert Ory. That's personal. You supposed to be
Robert
firing
Ory.
shots at him, not me. Man, I'm a
Robert
Suns fan.
Ory is
I can't stand
Robert
Robert
Ory is
Ory.
like the best sixth man ever. He won like 9 championships.
7, 7. Don't give him more credit than he deserves. 7.
Well, he deserves 9 the way he played.
Fuck that guy.
He is oh Jesus.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. He
I take Robert Ory over LeBron. I said
Man,
it.
they're gonna drug test you at work, man. What is going on, dude? What? Are you kidding? LeBron's the best overall basketball player ever, and it's not close.
Six
Oh, hold on, hold on,
championships.
hold on, hold on,
Six
hold on, hold on,
six
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
six
hold on, hold
championships.
on.
Does he have 6
Hold on.
undefeated championships? I don't think so. Oh yeah, no, he does. No, oh he doesn't. He doesn't have any. Oh, he lost. Yeah, he's lost championships. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The guy's name he meant to say was Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
No,
Actually, what I meant to say is Kobe Bryant is the best player ever.
You smack yourself.
Kobe
Go
Bryant.
outside and go outside and play in traffic. That COVID must have your brain fried. Ne- neither one of them better than fucking Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, man. It's the way it goes.
no, LeBron James is the most well-rounded basketball player ever.
Yeah, if you call him to a fact flopping and falling over and crying like a
Oh,
bitch.
please. It's selling
Oh
a
my eye
cult,
hurt.
man.
Oh, he almost slapped me in the head. Oh my eye. Oh, I gotta dive 15 feet into the crowd because I'm so hurt. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Michael Jordan would never do that shit. Kobe Bryant dislocated his finger, tore his fucking Achilles, came back and swished 2 free throws in a row. LeBron's fucking LeBron is, getting carted
LeBron's
off
not
like
missing the
goddamn
playoffs in
Paul,
his prime.
like when Paul Pierce shit his pants. LeBron's fucking getting carted off like a little bitch, man. I'm sorry, but he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but god damn it. Greatest of all time? Hell no. Not even close. Fuck, I'll take Walter Stilt over him.
Okay. I do like that one.
Man, good times, man. I'm telling you, there's nothing like talking sports with a friend. Nothing like talking sports with somebody you truly know. Just the energy that you two bring to this conversation, man. It's just been great to be a part of today. Great to be a part of, my man. Thank you so much for joining us. Anything else you got for my man here?
Keith,
I
we're
love you,
putting you
Ty.
on the spot, man. How many wins do the Mariners get this season?
How many wins did the Mariners get this season? What are they on pace for right now? Do you know?
Man, I don't have that math in front of me. For what it's worth, we won 88 last year, and my prediction for this season before it started was 92. I predicted a 4-win increase.
Oh shit, you thought our offense was gonna be good.
Oh, it's
My
good. I believe in our
prediction,
pitching that much.
my prediction was 78 wins and us finishing in third place.
You
Man,
know
get out
what?
of here.
88
I'm
wins
gonna
is the projection. 88. What do you say? What do you say?
uh, shit. What do I say? 88 wins, yeah. You know what? I kind of like 88. I'll take 88 as well.
Bro, that's 54%. Get out of here.
Yeah, and that's why I hate watching this goddamn dog shit team. I don't know why, but I still fucking watch every goddamn day. They 88 wins, yeah, I can see 88 wins. Um, but more in line there is the Astros are stinking, the Rangers are stinking. So it might not even take 88 wins, but I don't know. Astros will get back. They're gonna come back, but
Well, here's the thing, dude. We got to win the division, though, because I'm looking across the American League and there is a lot of teams with awesome freaking records, including the Minnesota Twins. We got 4 games coming up starting on Monday night, May 6th.
fuck
And they,
Minnesota.
dude,
They're
they've just
garbage.
won 11 of 12. They've
They're
just won 11 of
garbage.
12.
They're
All
garbage.
right. Well, if
Garbage.
they win 3 out of 4, don't get pissed at me when I'm saying like 11 of 12. That shit's real as it gets, man. And the New York Yankees are back. The Boston Red Sox are the only team with a better
Are
team
the Yankees
ERA than
back? Are the Yankees back?
well, they're in first place, or at least tied, or right up there with Baltimore. So I thought that they would make a comeback, bro. Okay, just think about it like this: Juan Soto, easily one of the best hitters in baseball. Then he gets to go and bats right behind Aaron Judge with that little league right field. That shit, it just screams MVP type of season for a
Yeah.
dude.
The only reason Demo hit a home run on Friday night was because it was a fucking short box.
That's fine. It just has to get into that front row. That's all that matters.
And do we have forget about baseball? Do we got the best umpire ever, Angel Hernandez, coming up?
Do we?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope not.
I have been
So,
quoted on this show saying that I wish that Angel Hernandez would Aaron Hernandez himself. And I'll say it again.
oh Jesus. This shit just is there a barista in here? Because this roast just got dark.
Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Too much
I,
fun. Too much fun.
I see us winning 88 games. But but they got to start. They got to start scoring more runs. They have to. Again, they scored 5 runs today. Yeah, whoop de doo. Tomorrow they're going to score one, maybe a half a run, because they fucking suck. Jerry Stanton, spend some fucking money on this team, especially headed towards the deadline or the trade deadline. I know it's still 3 months away or whatever, but spend some goddamn money. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how 2021, oh yeah, that's our off season. Yeah, we're gonna spend so much. Oh, 2022, oh yeah, we're gonna spend so much money. You didn't spend shit. You bought Colton Wong. You bought fucking Mitch Garver. Go get me a goddamn Juan Soto. I don't care if he strikes out 180 times a year. He's gonna hit bombs and he's gonna put money in your pockets because people are gonna come to see him.
That that's just an excellent point though, dude, because I feel that Stanton and the rest of the ownership group just don't understand Seattle sports fans, man. If you come out and win, the amount of money that flows into your organization is unfreaking believable, man. I mean, look at the Seahawks got like a 10-year pass basically because they won the Super Bowl. And every single person, even if they don't even like football, is buying Super Bowl merchandise, man. Like this shit's real. I just never understood why they don't understand. And then to top it off, Keith, think about all of the East Side cities. Like the wealth in the greater Seattle area has exploded since we were born in the 80s, man. I'm talking like Bellevue's and Redmonds and Kirkland and Sammamish and Issaquah. There's all of these upper class cities slash suburbs. They're missing out on a golden opportunity to up their dollar, dude. And it's all about winning.
Oh, easily, easily, yeah. There. Can you imagine? I mean, fucking think about the one playoff game we had at home 2 years ago that we lost in 18 fucking innings because we gonna get a fucking hit. Think about how that stadium was
Why you
packed.
mad, son? Tell us why you mad, son.
that, that stadium was packed. Can you imagine the outside bars in that area? Can you imagine going to Bellevue? As much as I hate fucking Bellevue because they're a bunch of rich bitches, snobs, fuck them. But can you imagine how much those bars are full too? The bars are full across the entire state for one playoff game that you didn't win because you won't go out and spend some fucking money. Can you imagine if you went out and spent some money? You're gonna get that fucking money back. You're gonna get it. Yeah, you have to spend some. You're gonna lose. Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry. You go from 1.5 billion to 1.3 billion. My bad. Sorry. Sorry, bro. Sorry. You're gonna win all. Can you imagine if this city goes to a fucking World Series, or even not even that, even just a conference, whatever the fuck they call it. Can you imagine if we have 7 home games here or 4 home games here? That shit is gonna be sold out. You are
Yeah.
going to make your money back tenfold. You're gonna get everybody buying a hot dog that you have to go take a shit 5 minutes later into a stall with no fucking door on it. I mean, come on. What are we doing here, John Stanton? Just spend the money. Get the hitters. If you got one, maybe 2 hitters with this pitching staff, you are a World Series legitimate team. You just got to
I,
go do it.
I wish you had an opinion, man. Jesus.
God, it fucking pisses me off. Like I said, they won today. They won 5-0. Great, or whatever it was. Awesome. I'm so glad they scored 5 runs. Now, you know what? Go out and do that again. I don't want to watch tomorrow when they are struggling to score 1 run. Go out and score another 4 or 5 runs. And help your pitching staff. Don't make it so that Luis Castillo is having to throw out his arm every freaking day just to make sure you guys are in the game. Don't put that on your pitchers. Go out and score some freaking runs. I don't want to see freaking Mitch Garver. Yeah, he had the walk-off home run. Great. Good for him. Polanco's been better. Yeah, great. That's awesome. But they ain't no fucking Alex Rodriguez. They ain't no freaking. I almost said Jory Cora. Oh, Jory Cora sucked.
That's my guy.
Oh.
Oh, get out of here.
Well, he played
Man.
second base.
You're damn
second
right.
base
That's where the ballers play.
Sorry, again, I'm rambling. Yeah.
Nah, man, we're happy to have you, man. We're happy to have you. There's nothing like this talk, man. That's why sports is just such this unifying bond between all of us that we could just sit and talk this shit for hours, man, if they would sit and let us. But unfortunately, it's not going to be one of them type of nights. We do got things to be able that we have to go do. We got to go do. Any final thought from you, Mr. Adams, man? Any words
Alex
you want to
Alex
drop on?
Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez, the greatest shortstop of all time.
Stamp it.
I wish you wouldn't have ended this show on that bullshit. Now I'm gonna have to save it and pull
Greatest
this back up.
shortstop of all time. And what did the
Man,
Mariners
that's
do?
what's up.
They ship him off, and he eventually ends on the Yankees, just like freaking Jeff Who's the bullpen pitcher, Ty?
Jeff Nelson,
Jeff
Tino
Nelson. Yeah,
Martinez.
just like they go out win off. Although I think A-Rod only won one championship with the Yankees, but
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
best shortstop of
That's
all
still
time.
one more. That's still one more than we have in Seattle.
God, still, Jesus Christ, can't even get to the dance.
That's all I want. I want to see what that logo looks like painted on the outside of the first and third base line in T-Mobile Park. I want to
Yeah,
see it.
road,
I want to see
road.
everybody waving those flags. I want to then get on the internet and start bitching that tickets were $1,500 a piece to get in, and I ain't paying that shit to go to a fucking game. So I can't wait to have all of that go on. I can't wait to listen to people bitch about the light rail being packed and everybody smells like weed and crab legs. I can't wait for that shit. Yeah, I
I like
can't
that you
wait
threw in
for it.
crab legs. Yeah, it's awesome.
It- it's what I know about Seattle. Crab pot right there on the pier, baby. Give you a mallet instead of a fork. Gotta love it.
I've lived here for 40 years. I think I've been to Pike Place maybe 2 times.
Well, it's a tourist trap, so it's meant for someone like me from the desert who's only been to Seattle like 9 times in his life. So yeah,
I don't think you can handle it up here. It's a little rainy and stuff.
I always told people I could deal with the rain. I could deal with the rain instead of 362 days of blowing dirt in Albuquerque. I'd switch me all day. Twist me all
You
day. I'll
know,
drink some Starbucks, listen to some Nirvana, try to cuss out Courtney Love every chance I get too. I'm with that shit.
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that because she killed our best fucking musician. Um, but in fact, it actually rains more in like New York and shit than it does here.
Hmm. Interesting fact.
Because when it comes down up there, uh, it comes down, pretty hard. That's what she said. Um,
Pause.
but when it
Mm.
when it when it's raining here, it's not always like a straight stream. Tide knows what I'm talking about. He fucking knows
It's constant drizzle for 8 straight months. That's what, and that's why like people get
and
seasonal
that's why the Mariners can't get a goddamn fucking home hit. Jesus Christ! But every other team that comes in here, every other team that comes into our ballpark, they got no problem hitting home runs. I don't know. God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. I could talk about this for fucking another 5
Hours.
hours.
Just hours. Our special guest tonight that's been with us from My Own Mice, another sports podcast, our homeboy and friend of the program, personal friend of Ty Talks, Mr. Keith Adams, man. We happy to have you, man. We happy to have you. Tyler, do you have anything else you want to add? And then I'm going to tell everybody kind of why we got to wrap this up a little bit early. We give a shout out to Miss Katie Matsumoto, runs all of our socials and make sure that we have a presence so that way you guys can know where to find us to get our information. It is actually her birthday tonight, and Mr. Tyler has to go out and do some family duties and take care of mama. Happy wife, happy life. So, we definitely wish her a happy birthday. We thank her for all that she does. She
Happy
helps keep
birthday.
us relevant. That's right. She helps keeps us
Oh,
relevant, and she's always giving the information on where you can find up to date information on My Oh My, it's another sports podcast. Ty, you got anything you want to add?
yeah, completely separate. And Keith, this will bring it home to you because we were so close for so many years growing up that we know each other's families well. So I want to give a huge shout out to my wonderful wife Katie. It's a happy birthday to her today. But on a somber note, the man that got me to fall in love with baseball, my dad Keith Smitty, as everyone calls him, passed away on this day 4 years ago. So I also just want to give a huge shout out to my dad Smitty. I know Keith loves him just like everyone did, and I just want to say thank you for the love and the lessons. So major shout out to my wife and my dad on May 5th.
Mhm.
Smitty was the man. He was awesome. And not to And another somber mode, but my dad actually just passed away in back in September.
Oh,
Um, but I loved your family. I loved your dad. Your mom was cool as hell. Uh, I remember him giving us the keys to the Peugeot back when we were 16, driving that shit all around the city of Kenmore and Briar and Snohomish, whatever. But yeah, your dad was the man. He was awesome. He was a good baseball teacher too. He really was. Underrated in my opinion. He
mhm.
underrated.
He
Yeah,
was so nice. He was
he
so
was
nice, like, but I just want to say, man, God, I'll miss Dave. When he was at all of our baseball games, he would always be posted up on that fence pole on one of the
yeah, yeah.
foul
And
lines.
he
I got tears in my eyes, bro. So
and
just huge shout
he
out to
always
everyone, man.
he always had a dip in his mouth too. He always had a little something something in his lip.
uh,
Yeah, I know.
Man,
I don't know. We're getting older, man. Unfortunately, life happens.
yeah,
Um, but the memories will always keep us together, and that's what matters. And I love you, Ty. I love you, bro.
love you, bro.
And RJ, I love you too. Well, I mean, I don't even know you, but
hey man, love is love, baby. Love is love. I talk
but
about that mastermind syndicate all the time, where you just find like-minded people and y'all just rock together. So I'm
for
happy to
sure.
have you a part of this, and I appreciate the love, man. I give the love right back. And an RIP to all the soldiers lost in this war and this thing, crazy thing we call life. You take the memories to be the sunshine through the pain. And hey, man, if we can, anything we can do to reach for anybody who's suffering through some pains or some loss, man, come and join us each and every Sunday. Come laugh with us, come laugh with us, come
Oh
joke with us,
yeah,
come
no,
talk some
yeah.
sports with us.
Please, 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 please invite me again because I'm
Absolutely.
going to talk so
Oh, of
much more
course.
shit about the Mariners. I
Of
can't fucking
course.
wait.
Of
and
course.
Yo,
Of
this
and
dude's gonna
course.
Ty,
be a
you
negative
live.
Nancy when we're holding up the World Series trophy. That's what's gonna happen. Be like, man, our hitters suck. I'm like, bro, we just won
He's
the
gonna
chip.
he's gonna be Dennis Quaid in Major League, huh?
Ah, we blew it. The season's over. I
Man.
knew we were gonna win. Ty, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ty, hit me up. Let's just fucking hang out, bro. Let's go get a beer or something.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, thank
Yes,
you
sir.
guys. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. I love being here. I don't have a whole lot of friends anymore. That I got a divorce and I lost a lot of friends. But anyway, uh, I don't have a lot of people to talk to, especially about sports that I love. So this is great, and please have me back.
Of course, man. Of course. Anytime. 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 We thank you for we know that you weren't feeling well early in the week, and we thank you for battling
Yeah.
through some of that to be able to join us and be with us tonight here on the show.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Bet. Of course, of course. That's the homie Tide Talks 24. Catch him on Bleacher Report. You know the socials where you can find us at. A big shout out to the homie Keith Adams. A happy birthday to Katie Matsumoto. We couldn't do any of this without
Happy
you.
birthday,
And
Katie. I haven't met
happy
you yet,
birthday,
but
Katie.
happy birthday.
That's right. That's right. A big shout out to the man who makes us sound like $1 million out there in Nashville, Tennessee. Vaden Podcast Services, super producer, Indy, man. Go check out some of his YouTube and some of his other work on Death to Indy is where you can find him at and use up some of his socials, man. Again, that's the homie Ty Talks 24. A big shout out to our special guest, Mr. Keith Adams. If you don't know, you should
Thank you,
know I'm
man.
that
Thank
dude,
you.
RG. I'm that dude, RG, man. And we thank each and every one of you for coming and rocking with us each and every Sunday night, live on Twitch, live on YouTube. The podcast will be out on your favorite DSPs where you can go ahead and download us and give us a listen through the week while you're riding in the car, on the train, on the way to work. And we're just so grateful that you take your time out to make us a part of your lives each and every Sunday night right here on My Oh My. It's another sports podcast for my man Ty, my man Indy out in Nashville. I'm that dude RG. We thanks for joining you. Peace.